Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got a very special video. Just got something in the mail. This thing has been an eyesore for me for a long time. I mean, look how janky it is. It's held on with 2 zip ties. This is the boost controller, the manual boost controller that came on the car when I bought it. And I've been dying to replace it as it's all janky and I'm very unsure of this. But since we built the motor, it's only fair that we change out this manual boost controller. I wanted to go with an electronic boost controller, like a Cobb 3-port, but the previous owner, when they installed this manual boost controller, they cut the connector for the electronic boost controller. They sure enough cut it. So, not really wanting to have to rewire or repin a connector, I went ahead and said, okay, we'll just go back with a manual boost controller. I don't know the name or brand of this boost controller, but once we actually get it off here, we'll see what it is. I'm pretty sure it's a cheap one. But here we have, as y'all probably all guessed, a new manual Grimspeed manual boost controller. Personally packaged by Charlie, so shout out to Charlie. And the kit includes some vacuum lines, our Grimspeed manual boost controller. Feels pretty good. And this stuff, which is a couple zip ties, some looks like hose adapters, and a bolt and nut. I guess the bolt and nut are for mounting it. So this one is good for, I forgot the specs on it, but I think it's good for up to 60 pounds. Let's see. I'm trying to turn it. Yeah, remember, this is really hard with one hand. Oh, I almost set you down for just a second. There we go. So as you can see, I failed at that. But yeah, as you see, it's nice audible clicks. I think it's a dual bearing or it has 2 ball bearings in there, and that's what gives it that audible click. So yeah, it's supposed to be a really good manual boost controller. I was looking at this, or the Howman's in-cabin boost controller, but I decided to go with Grimspeed because I really don't want to have to run vacuum lines through the firewall and all that. We're already going to have to run some wires to the firewall for our gauges, such as my wideband and my oil pressure gauge, but that'll be in another video. So I guess first step, we need to go ahead and get this old boost controller off. See, it has this little blot. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pull this off, and we'll cut these zip ties and we'll get this off. Alright, here it is, side by side comparison of the old boost controller, manual boost controller, and the new boost controller. So here's our new Grimspeed boost controller, and here is our old, well, yeah, it was upgraded. I mean, these cars come with electronic boost controllers from the factory. I guess if you would consider that the OEM one. But yeah, the previous owner put in a manual boost controller. I don't know if that is, no, it can't be. There's no other distinguishing marks, so I don't know who the manufacturer of this is. I don't know what brand this is, but I mean, it looks decent quality. I just really don't like this turnstile. It's really stiff. This is a lot better, a lot easier. This would be a lot cleaner, because they had this zip tied to some of the brake lines or ABS lines on top of it. This we can actually got a mounting bracket, so we can actually mount it. I believe it'll mount in place of the old electronic boost controller, somewhere over here in this general vicinity. So yeah. And I got most of the lines taken off. There's still a line left on. Right here is going to be our vacuum supply. I left these lines on because this line runs to this thing, so, which I believe, I don't know, but yeah, maybe that's our, oh, maybe he didn't cut it, but I don't know what this is. I have no clue what this is. Thought this was a connector for our electronic boost controller, but this looks kind of like our, yeah, it looks like our boost controller, electronic boost controller right there. So I don't know. This wiring is all a mess. But anyways, we're going Grimspeed manual boost controller. Let's get started on it. All right, here it is. Got my manual boost controller. I just mounted it to this bracket shield for the stock electronic boost controller, and I went ahead and took this bracket off. I got it right here. It bolts right there, well, like that. Bolts like that, and there's a little shield that goes over it, so I just pulled that off. It's 210 mils, and yeah, because we don't need that anymore. Then I had to flatten the bracket because it comes, the Grimspeed bracket comes at a 90 degree. So the bracket was like that at a 90 degree. So I tried originally mounting it right here. I was always using this location, but it would fit in there, but it would hit like right in here. So I just flattened the bracket out, and it gave me adequate clearance through here. I don't know if you can, let me get my hand, there we go. As you can see, we got that much clearance, and yeah, so when we adjust it, it won't hit on the strut tower. So yeah, we got that all mounted up. I bent the bracket in my vise, and this way, I probably do need to cut some of this off, but that way we can actually see the settings on the boost controller. Because before it was putting the settings on the side, which ain't bad, but I like mounting it right here a lot better than over there. And then I also tried mounting it right here, and yeah, it just kept hitting up here. So yeah, the bottom nipple we ran to our turbo source, which is right here, which already had a T in here from the old manual boost controller, but all it does is tee in the electronic boost controller, which is on the bottom, with the manual boost controller, which would be the top hose, to our turbo source, which would be right here, a little nipple on the turbo itself. The line on the side of the Grimspeed manual boost controller, I ran straight to the wastegate actuator, or wastegate, which is right here. And I did have to use a reducer on both of them. As you can see, there's the reducer right there for that, and the reducer right there for that. But luckily enough, the kit includes two reducers, which we use both of them. And I did not use all of the vacuum line they included. Here's more vacuum line. But yeah, here's some more of the vacuum line. And I just reused the smaller diameter hose off my old manual boost controller. I just cut some off it, and that's where we got that little line right there that tees into that, and that little line that goes straight in to our wastegate. Now I did leave myself a little bit of slack, that way if we ever do want to move it, it won't be too big of a deal. As you can see, we got pretty good amount of pretty good slack there. So, but we can also pull that out of the way if we need to. And same thing right here, we got pretty good amount of slack, as you can see, but we can pull that out of the way if we need to. Just trying to keep everything clear of the turbo and the downpipe, because even though I got my downpipe wrapped, I still don't want to take a chance of melting any of these hoses, which just shouldn't be no problem, because the ones on the old manual boost controller didn't have any signs of heat damage. So yeah, but yeah, there's that old, I'm assuming it's probably a cheap eBay boost controller, maybe, I don't know, I have to look it up. But yeah, I feel a lot better about this one. Another thing to note about the Grimspeed, it comes, I believe, in 3 different colors. You can get it in black, red, or blue. I was trying to find gold, a yellow or gold. That way I can wrap my intercooler pipe, my intercooler pipe into my catch can. But I couldn't find it in gold, so I just went with black. Looks very discreet, very cool. I like it. It's nice tucked out of the way. You can barely see it. And yeah, see, there it is. It's still easy to adjust. That's another thing with mounting it over here or over here is it didn't stick up high enough, so you'd have to come in from like the sides like this and just adjust it like that. Whereas mounting it right here, I got a nice little bit of a space right here, so I can actually get my hand behind there to adjust it versus having to adjust it like this. So yeah, and that is on the lowest setting, which is I don't know the lowest setting, but this is a 250 way adjustable manual boost controller. I think it's good up to 60 pounds. All that data comes straight from Grimspeed, so I don't know. I did snug up I had to take the bracket off, mountain bracket off for the Grimspeed manual boost controller to flatten it out. But it's a 2 mil. There's two mil little Allen bolts in there, and I just took them out. And when if you're not gonna bend the bracket, make sure you snug up those 2 little bracket bolts. But other than that, everything is good to go. It's a lot better. And we are still running the electronic boost controller. Both the turbo source tees into it, which goes, I believe, no, it goes to that bottom one right here. This is a 2-port electronic boost control solenoid. I'm guessing it's still operational. I don't know this wire. This wire goes to it somewhat, or it might not even go to it. I don't know, but this wire is cut. I don't know where it goes or why it's cut. I was assuming, with it being in this location, I was assuming it was for the electronic boost controller solenoid, because they were running a manual already when I bought the car, so I was wrong there. They are running electronic in line with the manual, so this electronic we'll either upgrade it to a 3-port and do away with the manual, or we will do away with it completely and go completely manual. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Please smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to see more content. I'll see you in the next video.